with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run inside. It's Lacey. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
8-14 choice. Kill.
Wants to throw it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab in their space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
On the direct snap, it's Lacey. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws for the tight end. The short hands, it's Odom. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. and they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
Moore. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The short hands, it's Moore. And he'll be brought down.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing. And it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Running inside, it's Hill. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
Well, that was a big third down to get for the offense because their defense is gassed after that last drive, and they could not afford to fail and have to punt and put their defense back out on the field. So I know that wasn't a home run touchdown, but it's fine. You got the first down, and now your defense is breathing a little bit easier on the sideline.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Moore. Caught close to the marker. It's Davison. Off to the races to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. One final play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. First play of the period will be a second down. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
674, take off. 670, set high.
Sweet cut there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Might be calling a hot route. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go play action with Moore. Going over the top. He's got it along the sideline. Here he goes. Inside the touchdown Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And they call this sudden change. And we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. He fires one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The kick is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Moore to throw. The screen, he can go. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Moore will throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll take it himself.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are, and look at, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down, let's go fast.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Booster!
Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's hooked. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Run inside. It's Hill. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. The Ducks want to move quickly. Dante Moore. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity, their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Showed it all on that run.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
On the direct snap, it's Lacey. It's incomplete, trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the grab and room to run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Moore. Grabbed over the middle at Stewart. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Throws to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hard running there. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down. Working that left side. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Gill. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. The Rebels surge back on top.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Running inside, it's Davison. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Gun on third down, Dante Moore. Under fire. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Got him downfield. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left side. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Great job by the defense. They got penetration in the backfield. They were trying to throw for it to get the 2-point conversion, but instead the defense comes up with a massive sack.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense.
Here we go.
To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Another incompletion on third down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage.
Kill it. 496,
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is